Good evening. My fellow kindred, my apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As Prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence. Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most childer are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that...
This is bullshit!
If Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish. I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening. Your sire. Tragic. My apologies. But you see, there is a strict code of conduct that all of us must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate woven by your sire. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
Well, 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 wasn't that fun? Hello, I am the Ezran, and you are watching me playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is a quite old game, as you might have noticed from the graphics. It is from the year, I don't even remember, somewhere around 2000, maybe 2001. Maybe a little bit later, I don't know the exact year. Point is, it's quite old. And it hasn't really aged that well in terms of graphics, but I still really greatly enjoy it. What I am playing is the GOG.com, goodoldgames.com, or GOG.com. I don't want to say remaster, because that's not what it is. It's been slightly updated to work in widescreen. So, yeah, let's just click to continue. Watch the frame rate dip for a second. Node graph out of date. I don't know what any of that means. So, before I do very much, let's go ahead and see if I can remember how to bring up my character sheet. That button, there we go. I am playing as Elena DuPont. She is the female Tremere character. I am playing as a female character primarily because they have significantly more seduction options. They can basically seduce all of the ladies and a bunch of the dudes, whereas the dudes can only seduce all of the ladies. It's the entire reason. Also, just a little bit cuter. Not gonna lie. So, besides that, this is all my stats. I decided to put, just one in dexterity. That's lockpicking and sneaking, super useful. Intelligence and wits are research is going to be unexpectedly useful because it lets you read all of the books, which increase your stats as well. Intimidate is less useful, but it's there. I've got wits, which gives me defense and hacking, both super useful skills. Dodge, obviously, is defense. Wow, that music is still kind of loud. I turned it down before I started, but whatever. Subterfuge is the one that lets me do seduction. Security, it's more lockpicking. Computers lets me do more hacking. And scholarship, I put 2 points in. That's 2 points in research and 2 in persuasion, which will let me talk people into doing what I want them to do. We also have, it also starts off with Auspex rank 1, which lets me see stuff and increase my wits by 1 dot, so that will increase my in turn increase my hacking when I need to. We also have Dominate, which is which I put my you get 1 dot at the start of the game to put into a discipline, and I put mine into Dominate because that gives me a bunch of unique chat options. It's not a good word. Talking options that involve the use of Dominate. And last but not least, we have Thaumaturgy, the Tremere's signature discipline, which lets you basically just use some kick-ass blood magic. Like, what else am I gonna say about that? Like, the first rank of it just lets me shoot a little blood projectile at somebody and then suck the blood out of them. So that's gonna be probably my primary way of feeding in combat. Is I plan to rely primarily on Thaumaturgy. You notice I didn't put a lot of points into things that let me do damage. My unarmed, melee, and range skills are all at 1. I'm gonna rely on Thaumaturgy. So let's keep going. Yeah, I've thought about skipping this, but you know what? The tutorial's kind of bland, and I have recorded it before, but it's too much editing work. I already have a little bit I need to do. Let's get to work.
What a scene, man. Woo-wee. Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods.
Yeah, really.
How about that? Look, it's probably a lot for you to take in, so why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say?
Ah, man, this is like one of my favorite characters in the game. Who are you?
Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica with your hide and we'll trade life stories, okay? Till then, I got about this much time. You in or out?
All right, so at this point, it's worth noting that the tutorial, always worth doing, even if you have played the game before. I have beaten this game before a couple of different ways, but you get some items for free and a couple of free experience, so it's pretty much always worth doing. So what I'm going to do, and the other thing that's note is I'm going to be doing a little bit of role-playing in this. I mean, I'm going to try to pick the responses that I think Elena would pick rather than just what I think is optimal for the game, mostly. So this time, of course, the only difference is that I'm going to do the tutorial, especially since she wouldn't know very much anyway. So, okay, I can use the help.
Why don't we step out back here?
I like it where I am. At least I'm out of that theater.
Christ, it's stuffy in there, huh?
Some of the options are silly.
Much better. Now, we ain't got much time, but I figure somebody should fill you in on the bare bones stuff at least, Could save your hide. You look wobbly. You even had a drink yet?
A drink of what?
Oh, man, we're popping a cherry here. You're gonna love this. All right, check it out. Blood? It's your new rack of lamb, your new champagne, like your new fucking heroin, kid. Get ready, though, because, hey, it's never as sweet as the first time. So
What do I
down around
do?
the corner there, I saw this human, or SOB can't find his car. All right. You go down there casual like. You creep up on him, then bare those little fangs and feed. Don't worry if you weren't captain of the wrestling team or something. Because it'll come so naturally, you think you've done it 1,000 times already.
Sure. Won't he become a vampire then?
Forget that comic book crap, kid. It don't work that way. Now go for it. Be sure, though, and this is important, so listen up. Be sure not to drain him dry, okay? It might be hard to resist, but don't kill him.
All right, I won't kill him. The game won't let me kill him even if I wanted to, so I'm not gonna. It will just say that I failed and then start me back a little bit. So I've seen all of these, and you can generally pause to read them if you like. So I'm going to skip a lot of those, but I'll try to stick around through the voice acting at least. So what I'm generally trying to do here is fill up my red bar over there on the right. That's going to make it just a little bit. There we go. Try to time it just right so he has just a little bit of blood left. It's yum, yum, yum. Tasty, tasty blood.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah, you're feeling it. I can see it in your eyes. You're a born-again predator. Feeling that blood bubbling inside you, lifting you up. That's it, kid. That's what it's all about right there.
Don't know how I feel about it, but it does feel good.
All right, now, you got the blood, you're feeling all kick-ass, feeling better than your best day living, but wait, it gets better. All kindred, that's our word for vampire. All kindred have a few things in common. Things that set them right square above humans on the food chain. Like sharper senses, a body that can take a beating, and if you play your cards right, eternal life. That's no sure bet, but still, a chance at immortality's not a bad deal. And that's just for starters. Fringe benefits for joining the club. Well, you can still be destroyed, but forget the books and the movies. Garlic is worthless. A cross? Pfft, shove it right up their ass. A steak? Only if it catches you in the heart, and then it just paralyzes you. Running water? That's no problem. I bathe. Occasionally. Now, a shotgun blast to the head. Oh, that's trouble, boy. Fire? That's real trouble. Sunlight? Well, you catch a sunrise and it's all over, kiddo. Get it?
Got it.
Okay, now. The fuck is this? You get inside here and head upstairs. Meet up with me. I'm just gonna go see what the this is.
Yeah, I know. So this game uses the Source engine. It is, in fact, like probably the first game to use the Source engine. Half-Life, I believe, was released before it, but this game was made before Half-Life. Unfortunately, that's why it didn't get quite so popular, and Troika Games shut down. So now proceeds, unfortunately, go to Activision, which is not my favorite thing in the world. We're going to climb up, and up, and up, and up. And here's the item that you get for free. Yes, yes, I know how to interact with things. Lockpick. Super useful. Can't pick locks without a lockpick.
Come down here. Stay away from the window. Oh, it's a Sabbat raid. Sabbat? They're, Christ, I was hoping to spare you this shit till later. The Sabbat, well, they're mostly mindless, bloodthirsty assholes. That's all you need to know for now, alright?
So what's up?
The Sabbat got wind of the gathering here, so they figured they'd raise a little hell and put a little heat on the new prince.
Don't worry, all these terms, prince and stuff, will get explained later.
No time for political rundown. Job one, get out of here alive. Sabbat might be mindless, but they hit like a Mack truck, like raging savages. Nothing a fledgling like you wants to mess with. Shh, shh. Heads up.
Okay, so take your headphones off and put them just a little bit above, because this part gets really loud. Oh no, he's seen me. You can put your headphones back on now. It's good.
Dumb, frenzied Sabbat bastards.
I hope you can hear that. I hope you just did what I said. Just took them off a little bit, not all the way.
Quick. I'll stay and keep a watch out. You get us into the office. The door's around the corner here.
On it. Let's go. Alright, so this part's pretty easy. I already got the lockpick. We're just going to walk up and press E on the thing.
a shortcut. Well, nicely done, though. Not exactly an angel in life, were you?
I had my moments.
Cool. Now, if you want a lesson on how really not to act, take notes from those Sabat assholes. You're a big bad vampire. Yeah, great, congrats. Now keep it to yourself. You go roar and you beat your chest, and that's what you can expect.
Some of the responses here are a little bit silly. Just
It's the same reason you don't let humans see you feeding. It's why the wolf doesn't want the sheep to know he's there. It's also why you don't go juggling dumpsters or outrun the 815 from Sacramento, and it's why you didn't know any of this when you woke up this morning.
So she's the character you're forced here is to say, I get it. I'm going to tell you, this doesn't explain anything. The long story short is there's a thing called the Masquerade. That's what the game is named after. It's based on a tabletop game of the same name. And basically, the idea is humans have nukes and shit and will kill you. If there's a lot more humans than there are vampires, and they will kill you.
Keep our secret secret, and you make things easier on all of us. We're living in the age of cell phone cameras. Fuck-ups ain't tolerated. Makes sense enough, right? Well, it ain't a casual thing for a fledgling like you.
Fledgling is just the word for newbie.
That party back there with the guy in the suit and the Magilla Gorilla? The assholes that put your sire to death? That's the Camarilla. They make a tidy business out of enforcing vampire laws like this one.
I see.
All right, now don't worry, because I know the area. You know what? I'm glad we're in this situation, you and I. It illustrates a point. You gotta utilize your surroundings.
Okay, but what does that mean
Do
exactly?
what you gotta do. Theft, destruction of property, breaking and entering. These will be the least of your sins before the night's out. So look around here. We gotta get out the back there through that magnetically sealed door. There must be a key someplace.
Find it. Let's go. Left click to continue. Left click to continue. Blah, blah, blah. Don't give a shit. There's a nice suspicious piece of paper on the wall that gives me a thing when I look at it. Password is Chop Shop. So, yes, I know how to use the computer. Thank you. And click it. It uses a lot of text-based commands, so you have to go in and type. I know the password is Chop Shop because it just told me that. I can't type quickly enough. I could also have hacked it. Unlock. And then hit escape to back out. And yes, I know. Why you only tell me that after I interact with things? Take. Now I have my key.
There we go. Now take that key card and head out the back. I'll meet you out in the alley there. I'm gonna check out things from topside.
Got it. Say that a lot. So like I said, I'm going to be trying to do a little bit of role-playing, but, you know, there's some things that I don't have too many options with. Alright, down the stairs, and this way, and, okay, another headphone warning. Just pick it up. You can get back on once the guy is dead. There you go. Unfortunately, you see that gun there. I don't get to pick it up. That's unfortunate. Walk over. See, it's gone now. Alright, let's go walk over and talk to Jack again.
Fucking waste of unlife, these Sabat vatos. You get winged? Hey, look at them potholes. Those will close up soon enough. Better feed, though. There's someone down the stairs here. It's not the freshest catch, but he'll do.
What's the difference? Blood, right?
When it comes to feeding, it's quality blood you're looking for, not the quantity. Bums and lowlife don't pack the same punch that a healthy, well-bred human will. Juice bags with a pedigree. That's the good stuff. But you gotta take what you can get. You ever had a PhD, kid? Ooh, that's good stuff.
I like how he's asking me this when he knows the first time I fed was, you know, earlier tonight.
Remember what I said, though. Don't kill them. At least not the innocent ones. You're a monster now. Make no mistake. One of the damned and the fallen. You need to hold on to every last shred of humanity you have.
Let's get a little overzealous. What happens then?
An innocent's an innocent. You kill one, even a worthless bum, even by accident, and it's gonna cost you a piece of your own humanity. Bring you closer to that beast you got welling up inside you.
Beast.
The beast, it's always there, waiting to take over. When it does, it's like a wild animal wearing your skin, desperate, scared, reckless. He'll do anything to survive, and it's you that has to deal with the consequences. I said innocent humans. If some asshole levels a 12 gauge your way, you drain him, skin him, and bash in his skull. Self-preservation is a vital part of humanity, after all. My favorite part, in fact.
I think I get it.
The only way to fight the beast is to keep in touch with your humanity, and don't go hungry. It's a fine line. Alright, now go feed. Careful, though. He's gonna drain fast.
Back in a minute. Like I was standing next to a fire. Alright, so down here I go. This is gonna taste awful. Why am I already at full health? Wow, that conversation took a long time.
Crab nipple,
Crab nipple, okay, sure. I'm not gonna drain him for very long because honestly I don't need it. And he's full of. You'll notice that his gauge went down a little bit faster. It's just because he doesn't have very much.
Yeah, you can do worse. There's some rats down the way. You think I'm kidding? You can survive feeding on animals if you can stomach that kind of thing.
Worse than a bum's neck? That scarf tastes like old gym socks.
Give it a try.
I'll think about it. You know what? We're not gonna. Like, I could show. Well, no, I guess I will just to show it off. Come over here, see the rat, snack on it. Cool. Done. So your health does regenerate naturally, but it's actually apparently pretty quick. Oh no!
You rat sucker! Hey, I don't care what you do, but just so you know, polite vampire society looks down on that kind of thing.
So yeah, that's gonna be probably the last time I do that. So after tasting one of them, I don't blame them.
Keep it down. Got someone around the way here. Not too much of a threat by himself, but you never know if there's more in shouting range. You're gonna have to sneak past. The building across from us with the garage door, there's some double doors on the far side. I'll meet you inside. Just stay low and stick to the shadows, and don't let him see you. Alright, go.
Alright, let's go. Control the sneak. It's that light level thing on the left. The more full the bar is, the easier it is, the more light there is. I want to be over here. I don't know there's a lean button. I don't think so. Alright.
Keep it quiet. They're inside here. Seems that shovelhead outside just got separated from his pack. He's wounded too. Go take care of him. Don't worry. He's probably greener than you.
That's pretty green.
Savant, you see, they don't have the most rigorous training program. In fact, that poor sod is lucky if he knows he's a vampire. He's probably just turned and beaten over the head. They like to do that. Make shock troops, cannon fodder, put him out of his misery.
Sounds good. I've got a little frustration I need to work out. Keep that in mind. So this is gonna suck because I don't have any. This is gonna be like the suckiest part of the game. I need to not use any of those really. I have to. So what is it? H, Z? No, it's I can't remember the button. Is it this button? Nope. Is that one? No, F1. There it is. Just come over here and pummel the crap out of him for a bit because he's not very. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, but I guess that works. I didn't know I could do that. So I just used the ability Blood Buff, which keep doing F instead of E. Got a tire iron now. How do I? And hit H to put it away. I did not mean to use my Blood Buff. Oh, I used it twice too. That's not good. Means I have no. Need to feed on somebody.
Sounds like you got another pack moving in though. The Sabat are going all out. You better head underground. Avoid stray bullets.
Sounds like a good strategy.
Head down into the basement through the grate in there. Keep that tire iron handy. I'll be there in a minute.
Open it up, drop down, and open up this guy. Close the door. There's no. That must be one of the mods I had before. It's unfortunate. let's go ahead and pull this out and perform the stealth kill.
Not sure what's going on. Sounds like the Sabbat's getting scattered. I'm gonna keep an ear to the ground. Be careful going forward here. Could be a whole mess of them holed up.
Great, just my luck. Because I just accidentally pressed buttons I wasn't supposed to press. Yeah, I don't care about that. I don't need to do that one. Yeah, my lockpicking skill was high enough. Cool. Tremere have 3 unique disciplines. Thaumaturgy is vampire blood magic. Auspex is a second sight that lets you see the aura of others. And Dominate, I already explained all that. So I guess it's going to make me do Auspex first. Okay, come on. I'm pressing Z to put my weapon away, by the way.
Out. There's no need to go stirring up the hornet's nest till we know the score, though. Head through here. We'll come to an elevator around the way.
Meet you over there.
Meet you there. Don't let them catch you.
If I'm not there in 10 minutes, call the president. Oh, it's dark. No, it's not. It's just crates. We're gonna sneak a little. We're gonna do it. So it doesn't work if they die, but that's which is unfortunate. But that did help refill my blood supply just a tiny bit, and now it's gonna make me use probably that one. Okay, so we actually have to use this one. Keep this out and. Wait, what the fuck? I'm not doing good. Don't like it, don't like it, don't like it. Good blood buff, I think I'm going to come over this. Ow, crap. My poor health. There we go. Probably should have given myself just a little bit more melee capability. Good to know in the future. Alright. Let's keep moving. Alright, so I'm not gonna bother about... I'm gonna put this away, go back in the first person. Pick this guy up, and then we're going to come around this way, and we're going to throw it over there. This guy is some kind of a moron. You cannot hear or a door open or see it.
Fucking humans. Gangbangers protecting their turf. Oh, man. I'm here thinking it's Sabbat moving up in here. It's the fucking locals about to take one for the hood. Yeah, they probably seen too much. Here. Take this 38. Fucking pea shooter, but a few shots in it will take down a human. Well, I'm gonna want it back, so don't go die and lose it. I don't use guns much. They're noisy, they're clumsy, practically useless against vampires, but still, a kindred's gotta keep up with the times. And in modern-day Los Angeles, that means coming strapped. Well, you know, some are more lethal than others, of course. Watch out for those shotguns. Ouch, those things can smart, I tell you. Head up and clear out what's left of them. Can't have them running their mouths about any of this. I'm gonna make sure there's no stragglers around outside.
Okay. Yep, I got a 38 revolver. It's going to make me shoot one. I don't really want to. It's that button. There we go. It won't let me walk this way until I, like... Yeah, I know. Fine. There we go. Waste a bullet. I really don't think I'm going to mess with that. We're just going to go on up to the ground floor. Alright, now here comes the fun part. Come around the corner, hit that guy. Collect his blood, and I can also... He's not doing a whole lot because it turns out... pick up the baseball bat because free stuff. Shoot him in the head because free stuff. Hold the fuck still, you dickweed. I kicked him in the head till he was dead. That's a reference to a game that nobody's gonna understand. Well, people probably will. Alright, let's go talk to this guy.
That's it, kiddo. Just like that, it's all over. Everyone slinks back to their corners of the city for the night.
That's it? It's over?
Until the next night when the Camarilla finds some way to strike back. Parry, dodge, spin and all that, and so on and so on and so on.
So this is normal?
Well, to be honest, you came at an interesting time, let's say. The Camarilla, the Sabat. Now, in LA, these are the new kids on the block. There's already plenty of kindred had stakes down in California long before them. Now, we got every ancient kindred rivalry playing out all over the city. A lot of tension out there. A lot of fear. A lot of jittery, high-strung predators clinging to their little pieces of eternity.
You're losing me here, Jack.
Oh, boy. I think they're looking for you outside. Guess you got a cab to catch. Was hoping to fill you in on a little bit more, but hell, you'll figure it all out.
Oh, it doesn't give me. It must have been part of the mod.
If you make it back, stop in at the last round. It's this bar downtown here. I'll fill you in on the politics. Now that's the stuff that'll kill you. Good luck.
Yeah, I got some experience points. Don't know what I'm going to do with that. Probably dump them into something that'll let me not die. My frame rate drops to like 3 on loading screens. That's really weird. Okay, so I've got a couple of experience points. So let's looking at that. Can I buy anything useful? No. No, I cannot. Looks like anything is the cost of anything I might want is 3 or more. So I was going to get my experience beforehand the episode, but I guess that's not going to happen. So with all that said, that has been the tutorial for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Next episode, we'll pick up with finding Mercurio and just kind of getting the layout of Santa Monica down. With that, that's the Ezran signing off. Bye-bye!